Look, I know it's the offseason, but there's still some bangers out there. Why don't we start with the NFL owners attempting to actually ban the Tush push? Like, legitimately tried to vote to ban it. The final vote for the Packers resolution to ban the Tush push was 22-10. Yes, it needs to be noted that it was the Packers whose idea it was to ban it, and they brought it to a vote, and they needed 24 in favor of the ban to get it. It was 22-10, which ironically is the exact score of the Eagles beating the Packers in the playoffs. Now, as soon as the Tush push got banned, the Eagles posted 26 minutes of the Tush push. They had that shit ready. Yeah, also, I do want to clarify this. They needed 24 teams to say yes to ban it. And it was 22 teams that said yes. So this is not 22 no's and 10 yeses. This is 22 yeses and 10 no's. They did also pass a resolution that allows NFL players to participate in flag football. I don't think any of them are going to do it. I honestly don't at all. But we'll see. Justin Jefferson, when he sees a 5'5" El Salvadorian line up across from him. El Salvadoran? Whatever. NFL players can now participate in flag football. That one bro.
Let's fucking bet on this. Let's bet on this shit.
Travis Hunter is running routes like he's already trying to get traded. I don't know, Travis Hunter has always had a very unique way of running routes. I don't think this is anything special. He's always had like a very interesting like startup, and I don't know, his motion is interesting. It reminds me, it's not exactly like it, but it reminds me of Tyreek Hill. I think Tyreek Hill has such an interesting running motion. It just doesn't look standard. Chiefs added 2 weapons for Pat to play with. Whoa! All right, Patty Mafraud. Now we're talking, buddy. Me if I see that Annabelle doll. Annabelle doll went missing like playoff Lamar Jackson. Hey, are you okay? What's on your mind? Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, Scott Hansen Red Zone, College Game Day. Woo! Travis Kelce spotted during a Sunday morning workout in Miami in preparation for the NFL season. Oh my goodness, let the guy breathe. What are we doing? I don't even believe this is necessarily Travis Kelce. In fact, I don't believe that that's Travis Kelce at all. Maybe it is. This man, Calvin Johnson, really had an entire generation of coaches convinced that a goal line fade was a good play call. A goal line fade is a good play call. You need the guy. Okay, okay, Calvin Johnson, go. By the way, I'm always interested, why did Calvin Johnson play at Georgia Tech? Doesn't that seem like a really random school for a player of Calvin Johnson's caliber to play at? Calvin Johnson chose to attend Georgia Tech because he prioritized earning a degree, seeing a football career as uncertain. He wanted to secure a future beyond professional sports. That's awesome. What a goat. This article has something different to say. Calvin Johnson was the number 5 ranked wide receiver in 2004. He was highly sought after by some of the nation's top programs, including Georgia, Miami, and Notre Dame. He ended up choosing Georgia Tech, but why? Apparently the visit to Georgia didn't exactly go so well.
The tech decision, you say you made it as a educational thing.
More of a 100% academic choice.
Yeah. But it's still, you don't never look at me like, damn, I should have went.
If I would have went to anywhere else, it would have been UGA. But another big part of that reason why I did go to Tech, well, it came down to my visits. I went on my official visits, and I went to my visit to UGA, man. And I ain't gonna put dude on blast. Everybody gonna hate him if I said. But I went to my visit there, and then the guy that had me on my visit, my man like dropped me off at some spot like with some other guy, like I guess some younger players, maybe some freshmen. I don't know where we got dropped off at. Somewhere in the middle of UGA, big old campus. You know, I'm just like there, and we end up going to some crazy ass club and stuff, and end up the night like everybody all drunk. Anyway, it's just a bad situation.
It wasn't for you.
I'm in a situation where I'm trying to learn if I like this place, and I just get dumped in the middle of nowhere. It felt, I mean, I know I'm on campus, but it felt like the projects, you know, just the way the dorms looked at the time, you know? So then I go on my visit to Tech. I had my first experience with cannabis, you know? I mean, we're in the middle of Atlanta. We have a great time. Reggie Ball is my host. You know, he take great care of me. I'm like, this is gonna be my quarterback. Like, we gonna vibe like this? Like, I mean, it was like a done deal after that visit.
How have I never seen this? Wait a minute. So a 17-year-old Calvin Johnson or 18 years old. This is his first official visit. So he's either 17 or 18. Gets dropped off to go to a club at the University of Georgia with no supervision on his first visit. Were they just hoping that the kid was gonna love the partying so much that he went and played football for them? They didn't even I mean, this is a pretty short story, but they didn't even introduce him to the coaching staff or like, this is so bizarre. So he picked Georgia Tech because he got high with a bad quarterback versus getting drunk with randoms. What a stupid ass decision process. I hate to kind of agree with this, but based on that story, this is a dumbass decision process. You just had to be there, fellas. 25-year-old Devin Hester, 100 speed, 99 agility, 99 acceleration. Dude, I will say, I miss the 100 overall stat so much. I don't know why they stopped doing this. It wasn't like groundbreakingly, you know, it didn't change the integrity of the game. It was like this special extra limiter for the best of the best players. Like 100 speed on Devin Hester. I remember there's a golden ticket, Bo Jackson, that had like 100 trucking, maybe 101 trucking. It was a golden ticket. It was such a sick card. I really would love to see them bring that back. I don't know exactly what players. I'm trying to think what players in Madden 26 would have an 100 overall stat. I don't know. At some point in Tyreek Hill's career, he definitely should have been an 100 speed player. Maybe you go like 100 spectacular catch for Justin Jefferson. Gravity or Interstellar? Cortland Sutton? Or why is Cortland Sutton catching a stray? Why did Cortland Sutton just get caught in the fray of this? Dude, put some respect on Cortland Sutton. He's not as bad as Gravity was compared to Interstellar, damn it. Gravity or Interstellar, Matt Ryan or Tom Brady? Okay, Matt Ryan catching a stray. Golly. Matt Ryan's not... 49ers fans got to be sick to their stomach. Most playoff wins since 2010. So Chiefs and Patriots at the top. They both got 3 Super Bowls. Packers have 1. Eagles have 2. Ravens 1. Seahawks 1. Rams 1. I'm with you here on the yikes. I think I'd rather not be in the category at all. I talk about this all the time, but it's like, would you rather make the Super Bowl every year and lose it or just never go? I think I'd never go. Just it is an emotionally crushing defeat. That has got to really suck. I have witnessed the Lions lose in the playoffs twice now in my entire life. It's the only 2 times we've ever been to the playoffs in my entire lifetime. And I watched them lose it and not make the Super Bowl. And that enough, we're not even on this list. And that was completely soul crushing. Damn, I really thought we were gonna win the Super Bowl last year. That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy. I thought we were gonna win the Super Bowl last year. The most aura-less wide receiver in the NFL? What? Is that Matthew Golden? Why does Matthew Golden have no aura? Who told you that? Where'd you get this from? That's Matthew Golden, right? This guy doesn't have aura. This guy doesn't have aura. What are you smoking? 6'5", 265-pound Texas freshman D tackle Justice Terry. Looks like he could play in the NFL today. Oh my, wait, freshman? Fuck, wait a minute. So this kid was playing high school football last year. That's insane. Dude, I feel like this is what I don't understand. How do the high schools that have kids like this not just like automatically win the state championship? Like, how does an opposing team, offensive lineman, block this kid? Do you double team him every single play and just pray to God? Or just hit the edge on every single play? That's absolutely insane. We did not have a single kid at my high school or any high school around us that looked anything like this. Patriots wide receivers are putting in that work. All right, I'm the #1, like, I hate watching practice film videos, but that's so ass. I hate to judge on practice film because you never know when people are just, like, taking a rep off. You know, like, dude, like, they could have had 150 straight spectacular reps, and then someone who's just been filming for 6 hours finally got the 2 reps in a row where they're just dicking around. You're telling me that at any... I don't know. Show me one single football practice where everyone's locked in the whole time. Diggs, what's my name? Daddy. Mind you, Cardi B is on the same boat right now. I don't even want to comment on this video, but like... it's so uncomfortable. You just know damn well. Well, you don't know damn well, actually. I really don't want to talk about this video because you can watch later on in this video, Diggs like hands this woman some form of drugs. I think it's coke. Just makes me uncomfortable that we're like promoting this. This is, I don't know. I don't know when I became the morality police, but something about watching a man on a boat hand women cocaine just makes me feel uncomfortable. Diggs, while the rest of the Patriots are practicing at OTAs.
I'll do you in the bottom while you're drinking sangria.
Banger. If you've never heard this song, banger. Honestly, the biggest storyline is whether or not we get video game Bill Belichick for the first time. Your first look at college football 26, way more ways ever to bring glory home, coming July 10th, full reveal tomorrow. I'm gonna be honest. The odds, I mean, I should technically know this, but I don't. The odds we get Bill Belichick, almost 0. I'm gonna say almost 0. I would find it insanely unlikely that we get Bill Belichick in the game. I also find it incredibly unlikely we get more than 10 coaches in the game. And that's nothing against EA, I'm really not shitting on EA because I loved College Football 25. I think they probably just got the most prolific head coaches in college football. It is genuinely not worth their time to go out and get a head scan for every single coach in college football. It's not even remotely worth their time. Should it be worth their time? Should they take the due diligence to do that? The answer is probably yes. I've seen what EA is capable of doing at a year-to-year basis, and there's almost a 0% chance that they would have prioritized grabbing every coach. Saquon Barkley, since the Giants dumped him, 2005 rushing yards, Offensive Player of the Year, Super Bowl champion, and the Madden 26 cover athlete. Slowly scratches Saquon off my fantasy draft board. You know, you gotta respect this Madden 26 cover though, because they did the service of blurring out the helmet. Imagine being this guy. Who's the player who got hurdled? Who's the guy who got hurdled? He will now go down infamously as being on a Madden cover. So not only can Saquon Barkley tell his future children that, you know, he's on a cover of a Madden, this Jaguars defender will be. Who did Saquon backwards hurdle over? Saquon Barkley backwards hurdled over Jacksonville Jaguars cornerback Jarrian Jones. Saquon just out here levitating for the Madden 26 cover.
Oh.
Dude, you know what is so hilarious about this? This is so obvious, like to me, so obviously fake. But Saquon posted this on his own Instagram and people are actually stupid enough to think this is real. It's so funny that we live in an age where information is more available than it has ever been and people are, in my opinion, significantly stupider. It is so fucking obvious that this isn't real. He defies gravity here. This is not just, and look at how he lands. His landing. The landing makes no sense. If this was a legitimate jump, how on earth would he land so softly? I'll tell you exactly what is happening here. There is a green screen behind them, which was replaced with this white color. And Saquon has attached to him 2 green bungee cords. And those bungee cords sit right here. And as he jumps and hurdles, he probably does that of his own volition. And once he gets to right about this point, they tense up. And boom, that's why he levitates, he goes up, and that's why he lands so softly. He's got 100%. Okay, I know that I'm like probably half of you are like, yeah, that's obviously fucking fake. It reminds me of the DK Metcalf video. Remember the DK Metcalf video last year where he jumped super high to catch the ball? So obviously fake. Look at the comments on this shit. Look at how fucking stupid people are. You ready? Okay, so he jumps. Madden cover, they edited out the things. Why is he in the air for so long? 61,000 people like that. Why is he in the air for so long? Because it's fake. Because it's doctored, obviously. Why does this look fake? Bro is so athletic. It looks fake because it is fake. How did he pause midair? He didn't pause midair. It's a video. It's fake. No way he paused midair for that shot. Is bro floating as an Olympic hurdler? That poor guy in the Jaguars. Yeah, that's what I said. Literally every single person in this comment section is convinced that this is real. I can't believe it. Nah, where's the wire? This is not real. I just can't, dude. Was everybody drunk and high when they watched this? Are we seriously questioning this? Okay, Madden 26 cover shoot behind the scenes. I will bet my ass. I will bet every dollar in my bank account that he has a wire attached to him for this. All right, so I wasn't correct about the placement. The wires were on his hips.
I said, because I'm standing next to Saquon Barkley, and he said, what's your name again, by the way? I told him Mike.
It's actually really funny. I was totally correct, though. Ah, here we go. This is the angle I was looking for. So this is probably the actual shoot itself without the wires removed. It's a good edit. It's a good-ass edit. That's pretty cool technology, honestly. It's hilariously simple, but it's so effective. It's just a bungee cord. But then he can do that infinitely. Oh my God, is this the guy holding him? Wait, that's crazy. Oh my God, that person got ragdolled. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Madden curse for running backs. Games played from the last 4 running backs to make the Madden cover. Christian McCaffrey played 4 games the next season. Barry Sanders played 0. Hillis played 10, and Sean Alexander played 10. Although, how long were the seasons when Sean Alexander was playing? Okay, yeah, so it was 12 games like forever ago. It was 16 games for a long time, and now it's 17 played over 18 weeks, which is how it is now. Okay. So, like, realistically, Sean Alexander and Peyton Hillis played 10 of 16 games. POV me going on a date. $300 authentic Mitchell and Ness Brian Urlacher Soldier Field Edition, and she's rocking the $10 Sheen dress. This is actually a really funny thought experiment. The fact that a $10 Sheen dress for a girl looks like an expensive night out, and just the Brian Urlacher jersey is fucking absolute bread is kind of hilarious. That's why you go on AliExpress. That's why you use Alibaba for the jerseys. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be a big fan, but those jerseys are actually dog shit. Like, they're really bad quality. It is frustrating. This is how Eddie Lacy used to be after Packers games. Eddie Lacy's catching us straight. Eddie Lacy would have about 7 of those as his warm-up for the actual meal. This is generous to Eddie Lacy. We're about to get one of these every 1 to 2 years for the next decade, like the Fast and Furious movies. 2027 4-star quarterback Gunnar Rivers is at Texas today. Gunner's the son of 8 times Pro Bowler Phillip Rivers. Wow, that's actually so true. Phillip Rivers has so many kids, but how many are boys? Okay, riddle me this, guys. Riddle me this. Could a female be a professional quarterback in the NFL? Okay, what if you had a female with all female athleticism traits, but she had the mindset of Tom Brady and the throwing ability of Tom Brady, except nerfed to a woman's strength level? Because, like, obviously, like, Tom Brady could chuck an absolute nuclear bomb deep ball. I'm not expecting any woman on earth to do that. But what if she could throw short and medium at the level that he did? She just didn't have that deep ball pop, but she had the mental game of Tom Brady. I feel like that could be an NFL caliber quarterback. I'd be getting unnecessary roughness, I tell you that. I'd be grabbing all up on her booby honkers. I'd get so many roughing the passer calls. I'd get so many groping the passer calls. All right, that's your reward. If you made it to the end of the video, that's your reward right there. It's that stupid ass shit I just said. All right, boys, I love you. You're so handsome. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.